Understanding the weekly cycle will give you the edge in the market. And in this video, we will talk about specifically what happens in order to restart the weekly cycle. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I have a free mentorship program. Link will be in the description. Let's jump into the video. So the weekly cycle is very, very simple. The weekly candle begins at Monday. So Monday sets the high and the low of the week. Now, you have to think about the weekly cycle, and the weekly template is very simple. We have Monday setting the opening range, Tuesday the initial balance, and you can have the 3 pushes, which closes as a failed breakout for the move down. Something that looks like that. That is a typical weekly cycle. In order to understand what I'm talking about, we have to understand how the weekly cycle impacts the price action of the week. So we have the high of the week set on Monday, like that. So that is the high and that is the low. Now, in order for you to restart the day count, so that is Monday day 1, and then we have Tuesday day 2. We are looking at 2 things. We have a breakout and a failed breakout. Now, a breakout is when, if you look at our diagram here, price breaks out of Monday's high on Tuesday and closes outside of the range. Now, that is a breakout. The one thing that you need to be looking at in order to restart the day count is what we call a failed breakout. This is a very important piece of signal, because the day that we have the failed breakout, that is usually day 1. Now, you can have a scenario where you have the failed breakout as day 1 like that, and then price, rather than continuing to go down, continues higher and closes outside of the range of the week. This nullifies the day 1 going down and creates a new day 1 going up. So this day becomes day 1, and you have a potential for a day 2 and a day 3 scenario. Now, let's talk about first the failed breakout and break it down easily. We have the failed breakout as our main signal at the high of the week. Now, once we have that, the next day is called a day 2 continuation, and then after that we have the day 3 continuation, which can go either way. Price can reverse. So that is the weekly cycle. Now, in order to restart this, as I've said before, we need to see price breaking out and closing outside of the range. Now, another bonus tip is when you are looking at a weekly cycle. So, for example, you have Monday setting the high and the low of the week like that. Now, if you have Monday's price action setting the range, and then Tuesday you have an inside day like that, price does not trigger the high or the low of the week. When you come to the screen on Wednesday, you have an option of waiting for price at the high or the low, of that inside day. And a good example is today on gold. We have Monday setting the high and the low of the week, and then on Tuesday we have this inside day. So what happens? Price comes back to the low of the inside day, so the low of the previous day in the London session, and we have this explosive move up. Now, that is just a bonus tip about the inside day. that is all about the restarting of the weekly cycle. If you feel like I've not given enough examples, comment below so that next time we know how to improve the video. It helps me and it helps you out there. If you got value from today's video, subscribe and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.